From crisis to power, Putin's transformation of Russia.
The chair is just switched at the table. Vladimir Putin and Russia is the leading superpower in the world.
They dictate the terms. They create the peace. They do all the things.
In the 1990s, Russia was broken. The Soviet Union had fallen, leaving behind an economy in ruins, a military humiliated, and a people uncertain of their place in the world. Bread lines stretched for miles. Hyperinflation devoured savings. Oligarchs ruled unchecked. Chaos reigned. For a time, it seemed the Great Bear was gone. Then came Vladimir Putin, a former KGB officer, quiet, disciplined, almost invisible. In 1999, he stepped onto the stage of Russian politics, and everything changed. His first mission: restore order. Governors who acted like kings were brought under Moscow's control. Oligarchs who defied the state were exiled or imprisoned. The message was clear: the state would lead, and Russia would follow. Fortune favored him. Oil prices soared. Revenues poured into a nation desperate for revival. Roads were rebuilt, pensions restored, schools reopened. The ruble stabilized. The middle class began to grow. Hope, long buried, returned to Russia's cities and streets. But stability came at a price. Media freedoms were curtailed, with independent outlets pressured or shuttered. Opposition voices faced arrests, exile, or worse. To restore stability, centralized control was deemed essential, and most Russians, exhausted by the chaos of the 1990s, embraced it. With the home front secured, Putin turned to power abroad. The Russian military, once broken, was reborn. Billions poured into tanks, jets, submarines, and missiles. Chechnya's rebellion was crushed, restoring Moscow's authority. The message was unmistakable: Russia would no longer kneel. On the global stage, Russia roared. Georgia's separatist conflict in 2008. Crimea's annexation in 2014. Syria's intervention in 2015. Strategic alliances with China and India. Pipelines stretching across Europe. Every move, a declaration: Russia was back, and it would not be ignored. Yet the path was not without challenges. Sanctions, economic pressure, protests in Moscow, falling oil prices threatened growth. But Putin adapted. He pivoted eastward, strengthened domestic industries, and doubled down on energy and technology. Russia proved resilient, strategic, and patient. By the 2000s, Russia had reclaimed its place as a global power. Its military stood as a formidable force, challenging Western dominance. Its energy flowed like veins of influence across continents. Diplomacy, strategy, and raw power extended from the Arctic to Africa. The world watched as Moscow reshaped the rules of global politics. Vladimir Putin transformed Russia from despair to dominance, from chaos to command. Whatever one's view of him, the country he reshaped cannot be ignored. And now, the world watches, wondering what the next chapter will hold for this great nation.